knowledge is power. We are looking at empowering women. I don't think empowering men is any different from empowering women. The little differences we see is one, call it our late arrival in the workplace, or what is traditionally accepted as the workplace. Because the home, to my mind, is even a much bigger and complex workplace. Unfortunately, the men don't see it that way, and we have also joined the bandwagon. So once we want to compete with them for that space, we also have to look at how we do things such that really we are seen to be relevant. An employee is an employee first. Don't think that anybody is going to make conditions easy for you to succeed. Rather, they see you as an invader. What do you want here? So consistently, some of it will be spoken, which is even better because then you can answer. But a lot of it will be communicated blindly as it is. So you will find that, like Della said in the opening, there are many more PR people, women in PR, but the top hasn't got women. So how come? Because any business recruits, trains for the top. How come by the time we get it to the top, the women have, as it were, disappeared? I'm not going to give you any answers, because these things are better learned to yourselves. But if you open your eyes carefully, if you look at our own country, you see this very, very interesting. Those days when Graphic used to publish the league of schools in terms of the WAEC results, you all saw the place of Wesley Girls High School, always number one. If you listen to the other results, say from Achimota, so on, you see the girls among the top. Now, when you look at women in business, where are they? You ask yourself, where are all these people? Because if consistently the women have been doing this so well, and I hear last year, the first 3 top WAEC people, the whole West Africa, were girls. Give yourself some 10 years and begin to look for them. Maybe they will go on to university, get a first class. The moment they settle, then you see something coming down. You see, the power you have is in the structures you build, the structures you inherit, and the ones you also build. There is nothing like, because you are a woman, I will promote you, and we hear all sorts of things. She's somebody's girlfriend, and forget about them. Either they don't exist, they are exaggerated, or they are not enduring. Because if they were, that 30% at the top will be women, not so. So it tells you that it is not the route to go. You must learn to work hard. Look at your job description, stick to it. And because PR is sometimes or oftentimes difficult to measure in terms of qualitative and quantitative measurements, we are seen to be people who are there spending money and generating no income. You must learn to be able to communicate in a business-minded way. What am I bringing to the table? You are in charge of Sonum Asogli. You don't produce oil. If there's a problem now, what are they going to say? Della at all, we pay her. What do we pay her to do? Maybe there's a problem with the press and she goes on the radio to explain things. Assuming for 5 years there is no problem. Does that mean you are not needed? It's 2 things here. You have the way your own employer looks at you, and you have the way you look at yourself. For me, the way you look at yourself is much stronger than the way your employer looks at you, because consistently you are selling yourself and your profession. When the workplace employs you and gives you a job description and attaches a salary, it doesn't mean that it is obliged to be consistent or continue to pay you. What it means is that you have to hold on to this, like the parable of the talents, and begin to grow yourself. So consistently you must understand your business. And please, ladies, some of the excuses we think help us play, including truant, actually don't help us. If you happen to be the relative of the top man, the wife of I don't know what, it will not help you develop your career. What will help you is knowledge. So try and network like you have now. You will hear from women who have been before you. So please, ladies, take your career very, very seriously and make yourselves relevant to the workplace. I'm happy you mentioned work-life balance. It's a whole big area. It is a whole, maybe one of these days we can have a workshop on that. It's a whole, because that is one area which is not helping us hold everything in two hands and also advance. But if you learn to put things in, as it were, the right baskets, you'll be able to progress. Fortunately for us in our country, we don't have legislation against women. I have been in the mining industry. In some countries, a woman cannot be a miner, end of result. So they come here and see women going underground, and they are very surprised. And you can't believe that, developed as they are, these laws are based on superstition. Women bring bad luck to the mining area. Finished. In our country, we are paid for work of equal value. If I'm the PR manager in Ashanti, my colleague in finance and I earn the same salary. In some countries in Europe today, women earn a lower figure because it is assumed that somebody will help you top up. I don't know who will help us top up here. But at least it's encouraging for you to know that the law is not against you. What is against you is even bigger: prejudice. Prejudice from others and prejudice from yourself. Sometimes you get a sense that we are so afraid of success, other people's success even frightens us. You are a woman, you've got this, you should be satisfied. There's nothing like satisfaction. After all, if you become a CEO, it won't kill you, will it? You are also able to train people. And if it's a matter of mind over matter in the workplace, then why is it that in my case as a woman, we both leave the university, join a business, and I am assumed that after a few years, I'll be happy with where I am because I'm a woman? It's a difficult question, but it looks to me this is what the workplace sometimes tries to offer. You are your own friends, so help yourselves, hold hands, and get to the top. The top is not for the faint-hearted. It is for those who strive to get there, and you should strive to get there.